This week, we're going to be looking at action research in the readings and also as we look onto the discussion board for our project this week. So the project this week is to think about how you would design an action research project that had to do with assessing how well your student discipline was working. So when you think about that, I want you to consider several different issues. One of them has to be, of course, what is it that you're really trying to know about your discipline in your schools? And I've given you very little guidance on how to think about that. Normally, I'd give you lots of guiding questions and prompts. And I purposefully didn't do that because I want you to think what the prompts would be. So really sit down and when you analyze this, think about what you know about school discipline. Think about what you might want to know about what's working or not working, what information you would need to gather, and how you would construct getting it and analyzing that information. Throw something out there. Your other students in class will do the same thing, and then we'll get a chance to look at those things and tease out those elements that we think are most valuable and maybe provide a little bit of critique for some ideas how other people could have done it differently. Eventually, I'd like somebody to step in after the turn, show a little leadership with the group, and start to pull out some common themes to see if we can reach some agreement as a group of what this action research project might look like. So that's going to be what you're going to be doing this week with regard to action research. Moving forward, you've got a research week next week, which I often build into semesters because you've got a final project coming up. And in the final project, I'm going to be asking you to create a PowerPoint that you won't actually show, so you won't actually be able to throw it up there, but just basically a very brief kind of PowerPoint with some high notes that you print out, and you're going to make 4 copies. You're going to bring it to class. You're going to hand it out, and you're going to walk through how you would present what you know about your specific research topic for this semester. So you had your 2 critiques. And in your critiques, you built them around themes. And as you looked for the research that you were going to select for those critiques, you came across lots of other research in the same area. So you're going to bring all that together a little bit, and you're going to be able to talk knowledgeably for about 10 minutes or so about what it is you found, what it is you now know about your topic. And I want you to keep it to about 10 minutes. That's pretty normal for what you would find if you went to an academic research conference. So even with major completed papers with lots of findings, we get 10 minutes to get to the heart of what it is that we found, as well as talking about all of our methodology and implications. So you should have no trouble being able to do that in about a 10-minute span with your peers. So when you do that, you're going to give them the little PowerPoint printout so that they can have it to look at and maybe take some notes on it. And you're going to get feedback from them about what it is you know, what it is you don't know, how you're presenting it, information like that. And then when we're in class together, we're going to talk a little bit about how you might present that information online. So that is what you're going to be working on during the week of the 13th, during that research day, is trying to pull together what you know, refresh your memory about some of the things that you looked at when you were doing your initial research, and begin to prepare for that 10-minute conversation with your peers. Keeping in mind, I'm going to split you up into groups, so you're not going to be presenting to the whole class. And your presentation will be sort of in a round table as opposed to throwing the PowerPoint actually up on a video and walking through it. So, if you have any questions about that, feel free to use the discussion board as a medium for sharing your concerns or questions so that everybody can hear the answers. And I'm looking forward to seeing you online in your action research projects. And again, even with that, if you have any hang-ups or questions along the way, don't hesitate to be in touch.